going on, and we just fill in that space in because battle rap too big right now for like it's just enough for everybody to eat and just it's a whole open market in different lanes, and what we gonna do is like pretty like a lot of innovative shit, man. I kind of want to, I don't want to give away too much, but you guys know like all the cannabis battle, the Cassidy battle, the Oxymiron battle, these like groundbreaking fucking battles that I've done throughout my career. And the ones I've done overseas, like I battled Looney in the Philippines. I battled on the same stage Muhammad Ali and Fraser fought. That was the Thrill in Manila. And I filled out that stadium, you know what I'm saying? And it was a pretty fucking crazy thing. Like these moments in my life, when I think about them, they kind of just remind me of when I was more in control over what I wanted to do. And it's just back to that fucking point where I'm going to be doing crazy groundbreaking shit. And even just to start it off, I put in a lot of work. I want everybody to know this has been a year and some change of absolute just working around the clock, like obviously taking breaks here and there, but this is a continuous thing that we failed a lot. Like we got a lot of no's. We no, that happened a lot of times, and things didn't work out the way we wanted them, but we kept on going hard. And there's just a lot more to the structure that people are going to see that's absolutely incredible. The whole way everything is, when the final picture is shown, I think people will understand how much thought was put into this. And it's definitely not, we're not trying to be an overnight thing. This is for our futures. A lot of battlers, they don't have no real vision for what they want to do in the future. They're just going paycheck to paycheck, and I can relate to it because I've been through that. And as a battler that's been here for this long, I went through that paycheck to paycheck feeling, and I kind of want to see people work towards more of a like an actual like see something in the future. And that's kind of what happened with us. We no longer saw that, and like it just became just battling like a job. Like we can't even talk down on people with a 9 to 5 because like how different were we from that? And a lot of people that worked within battle rap also felt like that. It's not just the battlers. So we kind of wanted to just kind of get back to that, the art first, I think, and just being excited about the content and delivering like just refreshing new shit constantly. People we running out of matches, man. Like, you know what I mean? We're trying to make, get shit on a whole nother level. So it's a beautiful thing what's going on, man. Like, and the people that I'm doing this with and all of us together, they're the people that brought me into this shit and taught me all this shit. Lush and Direct, especially like Lush has always been next to me, but even Direct, like people don't understand our relationship and how much he's done for me and how much he's like coached me throughout like my whole shit. You know what I mean? He's both him and Lush have been like that. You know what I mean? And it's just been a lot of that. It's always been that. So I think it's in a perfect place because creatively we all get along so well. We all have like ideas that they mesh together well, and there's chemistry on that. So I feel like a lot of people feel like this is also like a spite move, but it's not. It's almost something that was destined to happen. It should have happened years ago, but there was a lot of shit that prevented it. You know what I mean? So timing is everything, and we kind of in that position right now where you can see it. It just people were waiting for this. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of the thing that everybody wanted that they didn't know almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I keep it real. Like this, I mean, you can speak to it if you want to, like how I feel about being involved in the
Nah, nah.
situation
You come
and
on,
the
give
conversations that we had. But
it.
like, yo, just for y'all to know, I'm always here. I'm always a part of battle rap. Like, I did grind time, I did rap grid, but sometimes I'm mentally so far removed from this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see the vision. I know how things are supposed to happen. I could see I've made fucking documents, case studies about how to fix battle rap and sent it to all the
Yeah, man. I mean,
battlers
that
and
them
legal
case
owners. Like,
studies, I've actually used them in pitches. We've
yeah, so yeah, so you know how I feel, but I'm so mentally removed. Like Disaster had to call me every day. You know what I'm saying? he had to he had to blow my shit up because like obviously you see the name of it, you know what everybody's gonna think, and to mentally get back into that space, like there's so many people attached to our history, and there's so many like y'all have to understand that like I always felt a personal responsibility for a lot of different people in battle rap, even if I don't say it out loud or they won't admit it.
Right.
Like when Grind Time kind of folded up and I left, like a piece of it, like I had to do that for me, but a piece of it was like certain people will never get on. Certain people that were destined to become superstars are never gonna have that path because the current iteration of what battle rap is isn't what we had, right? And I've always felt like a certain responsibility for like, there's just people that are just that, that are just gonna be at home now, wishing that they had an opportunity to get on that don't have that proper lane. So part of this is like we really care about certain battle rappers, certain styles. You know what I mean? And it's like Diz, I tell him this all the time. Like I can tell doing certain battles he's uncomfortable, and he can't be the best version of himself being being in uncomfortable situations, right? Because if you look at what happened with battle rap, it's like let's get the scribble jam niggas up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the funny dudes up out of here. Let's let's hyper focus on lyrics, and let's hyper focus on imaginary street content. It's not always imaginary, but like we know who really put in work. And it's like let's blow this style up and let's say it's the only style that matters. You know what I mean? And it's like I see people really taking to that because you speak things into existence, right? And with some of these leagues having such a big platform, it's like, all right, this is the new shit now. None of this other shit matters. But really, we know that the powerful people behind the scenes really can control the narrative. Like even look who's next to me right now in this chat. Madness, what up? Can you come off mute?
We have to bring madness up in here. I think one
Right.
one important thing people need to understand too is we this is definitely not us bringing back grind time. I know that's what a lot of people are feeling from the GT part of it and the aspect of it. This is more to encompass the people from that era that came from there, the ex people that came from there that started everything, and this is to highlight that all like a lot of our biggest guys, the focal points of battle rap, started from there too. You know what I'm saying? Of course we have Smack, but also people like Arsenal, Conceited, Hollow, DNA, me. There's like we could go on for a while. Even everybody's had those groundbreaking and focal points that started there, and I think like it's bringing back that core essence for us and just you're recapturing it. I think like the GT aspect of it is more of the identity of like our era and just more like it has a lot of meanings. It's God tier. It's basically it's for whatever people want to make it. It's not grind time. You know what I'm saying? So like people need to understand it's just the people that came from that. And it's almost like, you got a regular car and you got a GT car, and GT is just that premium version. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what we stand for. And those people that came from that cloth, and it's for all of us that really that care about the shit and want to just recapture our local power and just bring up them for to have a future actually, so we don't become redundant. And you know how it was. I mean, direct more than anything, if the main thing we could say about our era is if you looked at how we all came up, if you look at, let's say, Dumbfounded, you look at Satire, right? And you look at me, then you look at the Source and Past, you can't even draw a line with styles there at all. Like nothing sounds the same. And then you go up and you see like RIP PH, you see Swave, like Swave is like completely different. And then you see Hollow, then DNA comes out of nowhere. If you look at every single explosion from those styles that was created from that environment that we had, I think it just becomes evident. It wasn't just that the money ruined everything, it's just that there wasn't that excitement where we were all really having fun doing it. And this is what this is mainly all about, really, is just recapturing that, going back to YouTube, getting back to the people, and just getting as more simplified as we could back to the essence and just us how we used to just be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yo, active. Come off mute, son. I got some questions to ask you, man.
Come
What's
on,
up,
Tyler.
bro?
What's up, man? Yo,
Why-
let me ask you a question, right? You
Yeah,
hear you hear what Diz talking about, how we talking about having fun and bringing that essence back and stuff, right? So
yeah, I
battle
hear.
rap right now is this big. Everybody's in the gang. Everybody's in the streets. This is what we're promoting right now. How do you feel about that versus like what Diz is saying about just coming to the events, having fun?
Well, I feel like everything can coexist, low key. Like, cause it was always like at least one street cat, a funny cat in there, a lyrical cat. So what he talking about? I feel like everybody can coexist. You just gotta make the right
Yeah, that's
matches,
exactly what
basically.
it is. It's exactly what it is. It's the variety. Like, look, direct. The main issue is like if you look at how everything is that you got URL that developed their own kind of club and style, right? But then
Right.
all the other leagues around it are forming into this kind of knockoff version of it. But not knockoff version, not the leagues themselves, obviously. I'm not dissing the leagues, but I'm saying the rappers are starting to rap the same because they think that's what they have to do to get on. So you hear RBE battlers sound the same. King of the Dot battlers even have changed their whole entire identity almost. So you if you look, there is no real actual identity for those base people to just be themselves. Like go to a place where we have the gangbanger, we have the conscious guy. You know, Sharif could rap over here, fucking, you know, the nerd could rap over here. Whoever wants to rap can rap, and as long as you're nice, because that was the whole point of it. You know what I mean? It's just that's another thing is I think the main problem that most, you know, like leagues face and just us on the come up, I think was quality control and just actually, you know, giving the people that really deserved it and were trying hard and that really busted their ass and put their hard work into their craft. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what drives this shit. You know what I mean? You can't just water it down and start booking every fucking Joe Schmo that want to rap.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because
Nah,
Because
it
people
definitely.
used
want
to
to
be
do this for
matches
different
like
reasons, direct. You and like people gotta know it battle rap's blown up so much. People like regular clout chasers want to battle now. They're like, yo, man, I'll do this shit. Like get some views. I could be like this guy, man. He's popping. Man, they, you know, I'm a battler, yo. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's happening. And it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be able to become a battler off the top. It's a special thing. It's a hard thing. Not everybody could do this. You know what I mean? And I think that's another thing we want to highlight. You know what I mean? How it's became accessible for anybody that could do it. You know what I mean? Anybody could be like, I could battle. You shouldn't feel that way ever.
Right. So Diz, let me ask you this question, right? So clearly, like you're one of the biggest battlers in the world. Like you're the face of this shit. When you look at how like other battlers promote what they got going on, like just mentally, like where are you at with how you're gonna I won't say compete with that, but market the shit off of your. Of course, you got
I'm
me, you
really
got
on
Russ,
some
but
like I'm back in my whole like groundbreaking bag. So like the shit that I'm gonna be doing, I'm not competing. Like I'm really not because I mean, I will at some point, but right now I'm kind of more trying to take more of a, you know, staff role and then still do groundbreaking shit at the same time. So I do obviously I will let people know. I'm not gonna keep them in the dark. I do have something crazy lined up, but the way it hit people is gonna be different than what they're expecting. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be for the benefit of the culture and expanding it as I have as usual. You know, people know this about me that I really care about hip hop from all places of the world as long as it's authentic. I don't believe in no fake fucking rap shit or feeling like you can rap just because you've seen it on TV. We've spoke about this shit a lot, direct. You know
hmm
how I feel about this shit. So as long as, but every single country got a struggle in a story and where hip hop exists and it's born over there. And I want to go see it there because I can relate to it as someone who discovered hip hop in Beirut when I lived in Lebanon during like turbulent, shitty ass fucking times. You know what I'm saying? So the rest of the world could actually relate to that in ways when you look at the Philippines and other places. Like you go to ghettos and you go to areas like that, you see battle rap and shit like that forming. And that's kind of the beginning time I'm gonna be on, and then it's gonna get really fucking ugly. You really want me to, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get ugly. I'll jump back in the ring with everybody. I'll slaughter everyone after that.
I know somebody that really wants to battle you. I had an extensive conversation with him. He's one of like the great battlers. He's top. I think this is something that we have to
Are you about to say his name on here?
explore. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, you holding it? Nah, I don't. I have no idea.
You know where he's from has a big Lebanese population, so he feels like you won't be able
Oh
to take
yeah, I already
advantage.
know who it is.
You
Hey, you
gotta do
kind
that
of gave
research.
it away with that.
Nah, you have to be from there to know.
Honestly, the only place that would work is over there, and I kind of want to do that. Like, I
I'm
just need to
glad.
figure out how and when and we're gonna line that up. But
I'm
that,
glad you think of it the same way, because that's gonna be
obviously,
huge.
because
But
I'm trying to connect with the soil like that. That's what I do when I travel places, man.
yo, so let me bring up something else for y'all too, right? So y'all have to realize that the way battle rap is now, there's a very specific way to get on. You know what I'm saying? You have to get into the fucking Burger King Kids Club. You know what I'm saying? And really like get
Yeah,
around certain people to get on. Like we come from an era where the people behind the scenes really had to be A&Rs. You had to take people that maybe no one saw in that light, or take somebody that was just a regular rapper and really show them or give them battle rap skills. Now there's a lot of people just hopping in the ring doing anything. So that's another part of the mission too, is developing a system to where anybody really talented can come in and get some real shine. Not just, I always
right.
say this, battle rap is like Street Fighter. It's like the same 16 motherfuckers getting burned all the time. And then every once in a while somebody uses a different character. It's like that shit is corny to me. The same 16 people getting plates all the time. You know what I mean? So we have to, we feel
Hey, that's
personal
some real shit,
responsibility
man.
for that. Yeah.
That is.
So